Hello, and welcome to this brief presentation on NetIDplus, brought to you by the Information Security Office at the University of Texas at Dallas. This video is meant to serve as an introduction into the topic of two-factor authentication using NetIDplus, what it is, how it works, and why we use it here at UT Dallas. Let's go ahead and get started. First, what is NetIDplus? NetIDplus, powered by Duo, is the two-factor authentication method used by UT Dallas, designed to add a second layer of security to your NetID account. If you're wondering what two-factor authentication, or 2FA, is, that's okay. This concept is something you're more than likely already familiar with if you've ever used an ATM. In order to prove that you're authorized to access your account, you need to provide something that you know, the PIN code, and something that you have, the debit card, in order to access the system. Neither item will allow you to access the account on their own. Many of you might already be familiar with this as it relates to computers by working with online banking as well. Now, let's take that ATM example and expand on it for using two-factor authentication with an application or system. First, you would use your computer to log in to any system protected by Duo with your NetID and your password, just as you always would. Then, instead of being logged in right away, the system would require you to validate the authentication on a device you have in your possession, like a smartphone or a tablet that's registered with Duo. Once you've done both things, the system can be confident knowing that the person logging in with your NetID and password is indeed you, and passes you along to the application. So why do we need NetIDplus? First, accounts are increasingly compromised when protected with a password alone. And without a second factor, you would never know if an attacker compromised your password. With NetIDplus and Duo, you'll often be alerted the moment your account is successfully used to try and log in to a Duo-protected application, giving you a chance to deny or report the fraud to the Information Security Office. In some cases, the use of two-factor authentication is required by policies that apply to UT Dallas. Duo protects several applications here at the university, including the VPN, both the Cisco AnyConnect and the Palo Alto Global Protect varieties, direct deposit and W2 access within PeopleSoft, Box, Office 365 including Teams, and our public SSH servers. If you're wondering how you can authenticate using Duo, here are the options most people use. First, a text message. You can receive a batch of single-use codes via text message to your registered phone number with Duo, and enter one into the Duo prompt on your computer to complete the authentication. Next, you could choose to have a phone call. Receive a phone call to your registered phone number with Duo and follow the prompt of the call to complete the authentication. If you have the app installed, you can take advantage of one of these next two options. You can have a push notification sent to your device, where you would receive a notification you can directly interact with on your smartphone or tablet through the Duo app. Simply open the notification and approve the authentication attempt within the app to complete the login. You can also generate a one-time code within the app as well. Within the Duo app, you can select the UT Dallas account you have, and it will automatically generate a 6-digit code. Enter it into the Duo prompt and complete the authentication. If you have some questions, that's okay. We've heard a few in our time, and here are some of the more frequent ones we've been asked. Can Duo access data on my phone? The Duo app is not required to use two-factor authentication, but users install it to enjoy the push notification and code generation capabilities. The app does not collect personal data, such as pictures or texts, but does collect general troubleshooting statistics like most apps do. Will this use data, minutes, or text message limits on my phone? If you have a phone plan that does not have unlimited data, minutes, or text messages, then yes, those measurements will be minimally affected through Duo usage. However, you can use the Duo app both on Wi-Fi to receive push notifications and without an internet connection to generate one-time codes. Does my phone need to be connected to the internet to use Duo? If you are using the push notification method, then yes, an internet connection is required, whether through your carrier's data network or on a wireless network connection. You will also need a signal on your phone to receive a phone call or text message, just as you normally would. If you have no internet and no signal available, the Duo app can still be used to generate one-time codes. Who can I call if I have problems? You should contact the help desk at the phone number and email address provided. They can walk you through any issue you may encounter. And finally, here are some best practices that we like to give new users of Duo to make sure they're set up for long-term success with the solution. First, register multiple devices. You can register a mobile phone, a tablet, or a landline, and there's nothing stopping you from registering 1, 2, or all 3 of those methods. The more devices you register means more options to authenticate in case you get a new mobile phone number or forget your device or something else happens. Remember My Device. You can reduce the number of times you need to use Duo by selecting the Remember My Device for 30 days option at the Duo prompt for the application you're signing into. What this will mean is that for the next 30 days, as long as you're using the same computer and the same browser, you will not need to use Duo to sign into that application anymore. It will trust you based on the fact you're still using the same computer with the same browser. Choose preferred Duo options. If you have a preferred method for receiving your two-factor prompt from Duo, don't waste extra clicks selecting it every time. Change it within your Duo settings to make your life easier. For instance, if you prefer to receive push notifications, make that your default option so that every time you log in, you don't have to select that option, and instead, you'll receive the notification directly on your smartphone, and you can respond right away. Thanks for watching. On behalf of the Information Security Office, we appreciate your time and dedication to keeping the university a safer place for our students, faculty, and staff. For more information on NetIDplus or any other security initiatives, including a guide on remote work procedures, please visit our website at www.utdallas.edu/infosecurity or email us at infosecurity@utdallas.edu. Thanks again, and be sure to check out other videos we publish to better assist you in the future.